It's been a month since Metro Boomin's new album came out, and we've all been listening to it on repeat. And you've probably been wondering, how do his beats always sound so much better? Like you play Creepin and then you play that beat from last night that you did that just 10 hours ago you were so proud of, and now you listen to it in the morning and you're like, what is this? Why is Metro Boomin so much better? You know what? Let's figure it out. What's up guys, Bad Habit here and welcome back to this new video. Today we're gonna talk about a very special song that's been dominating the charts for the past month, and it's no surprise, you know, because when you put The Weeknd, Metro Boomin, 21 Savage all in one song, what else could happen? I'm obviously talking about Creepin, which in case you don't know, it's a cover of I Don't Wanna Know by Mario Winans. Let's see why this song is so special, even if it sounds so simple, but I'm telling you, it's not. Okay, so let me just scroll through some sounds. See this one? Yeah, it's very similar to the one in the record. Cool, perfect. Let's move on. There's another layer, which is strings on top. Yeah, okay, so these horns need some saturation, of course, you know me, saturation. Decapitator, drive at 6, but then I dial down the mix to, let's see, 35%. Yeah. Not a lot of highs, the song is very dark, powerful in the low end. Now some basic filtering. It's dirty, but it's filtered. It's like distortion, but pleasing. Already sounded magical. Whew. Okay, perfect. That's enough for now. So now I'm gonna record a very quick vocal pad and I'm gonna go for the CLA vocals. I know what you're thinking. CLA vocals? For real? Yes. For real. Guys, it sounds good. You just can't deny it. Even Dua Lipa uses this. So why wouldn't I? If I had to record like pro vocals, this wouldn't go in my chain. But in this case, it's more than enough and you'll see. Let's do another one, but like... Okay, perfect. Oh. What is the shortcut? Sometimes I forget. Nope. No. Okay, so now once we pan them to the left and the right and we find the correct balance between the tracks, we should have a vocal pad. Left, right. Yeah, I like this. I just had an idea. The low octave of the ooze, I was thinking of adding a little alter boy to both tracks to make it sound a little bit different, a little bit more dynamic. That's already enough, you know? 0.8, very cool. I'm not The Weeknd, guys, not even close, but this vocal pad is sounding super cool. I need to make it sound darker. And then to add more stereo to the thing, I use this plugin from Arturia, followed by a quick delay, and I use this one in ghost mode. It sounds like it fits the song. So this is our finished vocal pad. I think it's sounding pretty amazing. What a cool vibe, wow. Drums, it's time. Okay, so first thing that I noticed is that verse 1 and chorus 1 have the same drums. The only difference is that in the verse, the drums are almost completely filtered. And you know why? I'm gonna give you the answer to that at the end of the video. I'm gonna keep it as a little bonus tip, so make sure that you stick around till the end. Oh, that's nice.
2 hours later.
I think I'm happy with this kick. So the snare sounds very tight. Ooh, what about this one? I think I might have found the actual snare that he used. So I like the hi-hat that I just picked, but I also hear another little frequency on top. When I listen to this one, it can be useful to add a subtle frequency on top. Let's build a very quick loop. It's identical. We just found the Metro Boomin snare. Cool. Yeah, okay, yeah. Get in there. Now I want to add some compression, and then I gave back some of that low end that we lost from the compression. I love this. Listen to how powerful the kick is, even if it's filtered. We can move on to the snare now. Let's make it sound a little bit more dirty. Something like that's perfect, but I want more. Oh yeah, less sustain, way less. Yeah, like that. Ooh, yes. I know, I'm a nerd. I get excited about these things easily. I think the snare sounds incredible already. I shaped the sound a little bit here because I felt the need to have a short hi-hat. Super short. Compared to this is what we had in the beginning, right? This is way better. When you have a full loop, the overall feeling of it, it makes a big difference. You do the same thing with the snare because I also shaped the snare a little bit here. So for this hi-hat, nothing special, but then I layered it with that second sample that had some harmonics. I didn't need any attack. Now, when you play them together, listen when I mute it. It adds a little harmonic on top, which makes it sound a little bit different. And I suggest you guys do the same because think about it. I just got 2 samples from a folder that I don't even know what that is, but it's probably a folder that also you guys have. Anyone could just use the same hi-hat that you're using. This way, you're making sure that even by changing something so little, nobody else can replicate that exactly. Because it's not just a sample taken from a folder, but it's you working with that sample and making it sound more unique, more you. Ooh. That's what we have. Ooh, guys, there's one thing that I forgot. That open hi-hat, which to me sounds actually like a ride. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong. No. It's definitely one of these ones. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. I want to add a pitch envelope, and what this does, it makes the sample go up in pitch while it's playing. I think it sounds cool like that. You can hear that it does like shh. Now I'm ready to process the drum bus. Okay, I went pretty heavily on the compression here, but then I dialed back the mix. Radiator. Ooh, yeah. Oh, already. Listen to this. Okay, I was too excited. I had to reduce the mix because actually that was too much. Amazing. My goodness, this is sounding incredible. Let me put down some markers here. Verse, chorus. Also, I made sure that all the chords are changing at the right time. Now we need to do the same thing on the drums, and we gotta filter them up to a point where we cannot hear the hi-hat at all. Okay, I think this is the sweet spot. Listen how dark it is, how moody, and then opens up. Yeah, I got. Wow. Alright, so I'm very satisfied about how these drums came out. To be honest, this is not even the most interesting part of the song, to me at least. Because you know what's the thing that really caught my attention when I listened to this song for the first time? So think about it. We're talking about Metro Boomin, a hip-hop producer, one of the best in the game, making a hip-hop song. And now tell me what are the 2 staples of hip-hop music as a genre in 2023? You guessed it, right? So 1, these kind of drums, hip-hop drums, trap drums, whatever you want to call it. And 2, 808 bass. If you listen to this song carefully, you will notice that, yes, in the beginning, he uses these hip-hop sounding drums, but then you get to the second chorus and he switches it up completely to a totally different new sound, an old school drum machine that, by the way, we're gonna recreate in just a second. And what about the 808? There's no 808 in this song. There's no 808. Metro Boomin found a way to make it sound modern, fresh, and hip-hop without the 2 staples of hip-hop. I mean, what else do I have to say? We're talking about a genius here. Alright, so as soon as I heard it, having experience with it and doing this for a very long time, I knew that this was a Lindrum. Yeah. In case you don't know, the Lindrum is a drum machine from the 80s. It's in countless records. I'll play you something and you recognize it right away. Right? You know this sound. This is like Prince. So guys, listen to me. This is the best emulation of a Lindrum that you can possibly find anywhere. The processing that happens inside this VST is exactly the same processing that happens into the real machine, which is super rare and super pricey. So this is an incredible option. It's made by, oh, his name is Eli James. It's pretty cheap. It's something like 50 bucks or something like that. Listen to the snare. Listen when I tune it down, what happens. Listen to the definition, and even when I pitch it down like that. And once again, I'm not sponsored by Eli James, and I'm actually gonna give you a little insight. I know for a fact that this is the plugin that they used in the latest The Weeknd album to get the Lindrum sound, because I know some people that worked on the album. For example, in that song, Is There Someone Else? This is the Lindrum that you're hearing. So guys, if this is not enough to spend 50 bucks on this plugin, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so this is the pattern that we need. Okay, I'm very happy about the sound of the kick. The snare, not so much, because actually I can hear that in the record they used a different snare. It's a layer of a Lindrum snare that we have right now, plus one of those like J Dilla snares, those 90s snares coming from the MPC, that kind of sound. So for the kick, I'm thinking the black box, it really brings out that character that sometimes the kick is missing. Yeah, better. Okay guys, it's time. And if you watch my latest video, you know what's coming. Listen to how it's squashing the hi-hat. It's like making oh yes. Guys, and we still don't have the bass. So I have a J Dilla folder here. No. Ooh, this one. But I want to pitch it up. It sounds too low. No, more. Yeah, like 5. Okay, what about this one? I want to do kind of the same thing. Okay. Pretty heavy, super short. Cut right away. I'm gonna use Saturn. It's sounding so much better, and now I can hear the Dilla snare coming out. So here what I did was some surgical EQ, nothing special actually, but in my latest video someone asked me, what are you listening to when you're like removing frequencies that are bothering? What is bothering to you? I'll show you right now. I can give you a very simple tip to spot these frequencies. You create like a new point. You make it very narrow, so this way you can focus on a range of frequencies that's not too broad. You just boost this frequency up. So now what you can do is isolate this frequency like this, and just move it while you're playing your sound. So this way, you can spot frequencies. Like, this is exactly the frequency that I removed because I was probably hearing some muddiness. So by doing that and moving your little dot through the spectrum of frequencies, you will find there are so many bothering frequencies. So let's suppose that this frequency here is bothering, which it actually is. I just invert the gain and I reduce this by the amount that I want to reduce it. Okay, cool. Some parallel compression, and yeah, that's it. I think the snare sounds pretty cool now. It's a good blend of these two worlds. This goes away, something like this. Okay, so now I need to process the drum bus, but this time the Lindrum. Studer, pretty cool. I really want to make it sound more distorted, like it's coming from a very old drum machine that's been in the garage for like 30 years and now it's kind of crackling. Yeah! We need to make it sound older. Way better now. Incredible. Guys, are you ready for this? Go. Yeah. This is really where we started from. This is where we are now. Can you believe it? Alright, so let's listen through what we've done so far. Get ready for the drums changing. Ooh, oh my god, yes! This stuff is actually insane. Like, who has these ideas? I'm telling you who. Great producers, like the best in the game. 99% of the producers would have gone for the simple 808 and hip-hop drums. Okay, moving on, one more thing. Bass. It sounds like something still analog to me. It's not like a very distinctive sound. So let me tell you, at first when I was learning these things, I remember it being kind of overwhelming, and sometimes I just wanted to quit, call it a day. But trust me, don't do it. Take your time and don't be too hard on yourself, because these things take time. You expect to get good at anything, you need practice and repetition. So we're almost there now. Stay with me. Oh, yeah. Nice start. Perfect. Pretty heavy saturation. I forgot to show you before that I also use the sampler to just tune the ride in a different way. There is one more element that I noticed to be in the second chorus, which is some sort of like whistle. I just typed whistle and that's what came out. So I filtered the sound, I compressed it, a little bit of distortion. Tremolator. Like it's someone whistling, not being very perfect with the pitch, which I love. Make it move a little bit from left to right. Let me hear this switch once again. Oh, yes. A little bit louder, please. Alright guys, so we made it to the end. This is our final breakdown of Creepin, and I'm so happy about how it came out. I might make this an ongoing thing where I break down songs because it kind of expands your creativity when it's time for you to approach a new production. So please let me know in the comments if you like this series and want to see more of that. And if there was something a little bit difficult for you, I'd watch this tutorial maybe 2-3 times, and I promise you'll be a way better producer by the end of the day. You stayed till the end, so you really deserve to have that bonus tip. This is a trick that you can use in your production starting today. We said that the verse has the same drums of the chorus, but why did they choose to filter them so much? And the answer to this is, one, so you get to the first chorus and you have this sense of hearing something that you haven't heard yet. There's always new elements coming in. And two, and this is the most important part, to make room for the Weeknd's vocals. It's something that you should always keep in mind when producing. Even if you don't write your own melodies, even if you don't sing on your beats, that's fine. But you gotta be thinking of leaving enough space for the vocals to be the main thing. Vocals come first, then comes the beat. So I really hope that you got something out of it. As always, I'm gonna be answering to every single comment, so please test me, ask me anything, any doubts, anything. I'm gonna reply to you. Last but not least, the support of my SZA video was incredible. We just passed 20,000 views, 1,000 subscribers in like a week. It's insane. I would have never expected something like this, so thank you so much for the support, for subscribing, for spreading the word. Thank you so much for watching this video. So hit the like button if you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next one.